Hi, I'm Mark at Dunwoody College of Technology. We're here in the welding department. Today's lesson is on gas metal arc welding, GMAW or MIG welding. Today we're going to learn how to identify the MIG torch components. Also, we're going to demonstrate how to set up that torch properly. Starting with on the torch, the first part at the rear of the torch is the power pin. And that has two O-rings, and you'll want to make sure that the O-rings are in good shape for proper gas flow. The next part that you will insert from the rear into the torch is the conduit or Mig Liner. Working our way down towards the actual torch, this is the torch handle or torch body. You also have your trigger here. This turns the machine on and off. Coming on up is your conductor tube or gooseneck. A lot of people refer this to as a gooseneck. Moving on up further, we have that we'll insert. Now your liner will be out here a little ways when we install that today. Then the next thing is your gas diffuser. And the gas diffuser has holes around it. It also has a little set screw on this particular one, so you'll need a small little Allen wrench to tighten down onto the liner. The next component is your nozzle. This particular nozzle screws onto the torch, and it also is insulated inside too. And we'll tell you about that more in detail when you're in class with me. The last thing actually is the contact tip. That would go on before onto the gas diffuser and then the nozzle. So we're going to move on out to the lab, and I've got an assistant student by the name of Joe that's going to be assisting me and helping me out today. See you out there. Hi, well, we're in the lab here at Dunwoody College of Technology in the welding department, and Joe is assisting me, and we're going to go ahead and go back over some of those MIG torch components, GMAW or gas metal arc welding. Today we're going to start with the power pin that I showed you in class. We have noticed on this particular one that the O-ring is bad, so Joe is going to take that O-ring off. You want to use like a little kind of a tool to pull that out. Kind of rough coming off, but so with a bad O-ring, you're going to get some bad gas coverage. You're going to get oxygen and nitrogen that we're breathing primarily into your weld. All right, so that's changed. Remember, there's two O-rings. The one here, the black one, is in good working condition still. So you would assemble your power pin in here, and you would tighten this up. But right now, we know we have a bad Mig Liner or conduit. So Joe's going to remove that. He'll need this little Allen wrench. There's a set screw there on the power pin, so he's going to loosen that up. And up here, we're going to go ahead and remove this nozzle. Remember, that's the screw-on. It's a set nozzle. It's got insulation in between it. We're going to remove the contact tip. And then Joe's going to loosen up the set screw on the gas diffuser. So now that liner or conduit can slip out of the actual liner here. So it's good to have a partner and stretch the torch out so it's easier to get it pulled out of there. Now, most of your liners or conduit goes bad up here in the torch. Depending on what size of torch you have, if you have a 25-foot MIG torch, you might want to keep that liner. It's probably bad up here by the actual torch body cover, and you could put it on a 12-foot gun. So we can wrap that up and save that one. So now we've got our new liner. And we're going to pull that out of the box. And this is the important one, you guys, when you pull that out, not to, typically most people will string them out and you pick out all those metal shavings and debris, which adds contaminants in your MIG torch. You're going to insert that. I'm going to help Joe too and stretch this out. Sometimes it gets a little squirrely on you there. As long as you don't touch the floor, you'll do okay. Just removing the gas diffuser. There we go. So now that liner can come through, and I'm going to help Joe move this a little bit and get her through. Okay, and I'll stretch that out a little bit more. There you go, Joe. Now I can help or assist Joe with that, watching him so he doesn't, we want to make sure he doesn't kink that back up where he's at. So now you've got this big old liner left. Joe's going to set the set screw so that doesn't slip back on us. And I can pull pressure, pull on this liner or conduit. Okay, so now we come up, we work our way up here by the torch. Joe's going to size this up. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can take your gas diffuser, and where that liner is going to bottom up into the gas diffuser, you can guess where that's at. You can make a mark with a marker. One of the easy ways that I find is to take a old gas diffuser, drill a hole through it, and right where it would bottom and seat into that gas diffuser, you just slice it with a cutoff wheel, and that's going to be a perfect size for him to cut the liner at. You know, and at about $8 to $25 for a liner, depending on how long it is, that kind of helps save a little money for mistakes. If you cut it too short, you're not going to get good conductivity, and you can build up resistance in that liner and actually heat that liner up and give you some problems on your arc characteristics. So we're going to tighten that up. And then Joe's going to make a mark where that slit is. And then you take your gas diffuser back off, the one that we've made to do this. We can go ahead, just to save a little time, or get this liner out of Joe's way, we can go ahead and clip that. That's cool. So now Joe's got his mark. Now he's using a good pair of MIG pliers that's hardened. It's got a hardened steel to cut the liner properly. Good. Now we'll put our new gas diffuser on, and that's going to seat up in there. We're going to have good continuity. Sometimes when the gas diffusers are new, the set screw, you'll want to pull that back. We've already done that, so it'll go on there. Now we tighten the set screw. We don't want to tighten that too tight either. That can smash that liner down, but good and snug, you know, but not excessively tight. And then we can put our contact tip on. Snug that down so we have good continuity there. And our MIG nozzle. So now we're ready to put this back into our C300 MIG welder and maybe get a few little arc time. Okay, well, we're ready to get some arc time here with Joe. We've got the Lincoln C300. We're in the welding department at Dunwoody, and Joe is going to be in a short circuit CV process, and he's going to lay a weld down on some 14 gauge. We've got installed a new liner in our torch, and have at it, Joe. That's pretty good. Sounds just like my mom's bacon and eggs frying in the kitchen in the morning. So, see you in class.